This is an audiobook created by Subconscious Key Studio. Listen, can you hear it? Beneath the everyday sounds, beneath the to-do lists already forming like morning mist, there is a whisper. A quiet, persistent tug on your soul. It speaks of stillness, of a connection that runs deeper than the roles you play, the professional, the parent, the partner. It's a longing for a peace that feels ancient and somehow just out of reach. We've been taught that to answer this call, we must leave. We must retreat from the world, find a quiet cell, a remote mountain, a space untouched by demands. But what if the call isn't to leave? What if it's an invitation to arrive? To land so fully, so completely in the life you already have, with its school runs and deadlines, its messy kitchens and overflowing hearts, that you discover the sacred was here all along. This is the path not of the escape artist, but of the householder yogi. And if you've ever felt that whisper amid the chaos, then this journey is for you. Who is the householder yogi? It is not a title for the enlightened master on a podium. It is an identity for the courageous, the seeker in comfortable shoes, the one who finds grace not in spite of the chaos, but within it. It is the parent whose meditation is the lullaby sung in the dark. It is the entrepreneur whose sutras are written in business plans that strive for ethical beauty. It is you, in your authenticity, choosing to see your entire life as your practice ground. Let's be honest. This path is not a neatly manicured garden. It is a wild, untamed forest, beautiful, overwhelming, and full of unexpected turns. It asks for a different kind of strength, a resilience that is soft, a flexibility that is rooted. Over this hour together, we will first learn to see the entire world as our monastery, hidden in plain sight. We will then construct 4 pillars, not of stone, but of intention, to support us in the midst of action. We will draw inspiration from the quiet saints who walk among us, whose cathedrals are their homes and offices. And finally, we will take a sacred walk through the cathedral of an ordinary day, from the first waking moment to the last soft sigh before sleep, learning to anoint each moment with the oil of sacred attention. So let's begin with a great unlearning. Let's gently peel away the idea that the divine only resides in certain places, under certain conditions. What if the sacred isn't a location, but a lens, a way of seeing that transforms everything it touches? Let's try it on. See your morning commute. Notice the impulse to tense, to resist, to drown it out with noise. Now, imagine it anew. The red light is not an interruption. It is an invitation. An invitation to pause, to feel the solidity of your own body in the seat, to watch the dance of rain on the windshield without judgment. This is not wasted time. This is walking meditation in the modern world. The journey is your cloister. Now see your kitchen sink, piled with the evidence of a life fully lived. Feel the warm, soapy water on your skin. Smell the scent of the lemon soap. See the plate emerge, clean and shining from the water. This is not a chore. This is a ritual of care. This is kinhin, the meditation of movement. To wash the dish is to wash yourself. To care for the object is to honor the life it supports. And the sacred texts, they are not locked in ancient languages. They are spoken in the candid words of your child, teaching you about wonder. They are written in the challenging feedback from a colleague, offering a lesson in humility and non-attachment. To listen, to truly listen until the other person feels heard, is to recite a powerful mantra of connection. Let's plant a seed of practice right here, right now. I invite you to find a comfortable position to let your body be supported. Now bring your awareness to your breath. Don't try to change it. Just notice the cool air entering your nostrils, the slight pause, and the warmer air as it leaves. Now, as you breathe in, I invite you to silently say to yourself, I have arrived. And as you breathe out, I am home. I have arrived in this body, in this moment. I am home in this life exactly as it is. This simple breath with this simple intention is your anchor. It is the foundation of your monastery. You can return to it in a tense meeting, waiting in line, or when joy surprises you. I have arrived. I am home. This is where your path begins. A beautiful intention needs a sturdy structure. To live a spiritual life in the thick of the world, we need support beams. These are the 4 pillars. They are not burdens to carry, but perspectives to lean on. They are ways of seeing that reveal the hidden sacred dimensions of your everyday life. Pillar 1. Mindful work, your job as Seva. So much of our identity and time is woven into our work. The first pillar invites a profound alchemy, transforming making a living into making a life. This is Seva, the spirit of service, but it's subtle. It's not about your job title, it's about the consciousness you bring to it. The practice of focused flow. Today, choose one single task. It could be drafting an email, organizing a shelf, crafting a presentation. For the next 25 minutes, let your entire world shrink to just that. When the mind wanders to the past or future, as it will, gently guide it back to the sensation of your fingers on the keyboard, the shape of the idea forming. This focused attention is a powerful offering. You are consecrating that time, the practice of integrity in interaction. See every interaction as a small ceremony. The barista handing you your coffee, the colleague you pass in the hall. Can you offer a moment of genuine eye contact, a sincere thank you? Can you bring more patience to a frustrating conversation? Your work becomes a living workshop where you sculpt your character, with every choice a deliberate stroke of the chisel. Pillar 2, conscious relationships, the crucible of love. If work is the workshop, our intimate relationships are the sacred fire. This is the crucible where our most profound transformations occur. Our partners, children, and close friends are our most relentless and loving gurus. The sanctuary of the pause, when you feel the heat rising, the sharp word about to be spoken, the reactive gesture, this is your moment of power. Insert a breath, just one. Feel your feet on the floor. In that tiny sanctuary of a pause, you reclaim your choice. You move from being a reactor to being a responder. This is the heart of relational yoga. Listening as an act of devotion. In your next conversation, practice letting your own internal commentary fall silent. Listen not for a place to interject, but to understand the landscape of the other person's heart. What is the emotion beneath their words? The unspoken need. This deep listening is a radical and healing form of love. The mirror of relationship. Those closest to us show us ourselves with terrifying clarity. They reflect our impatience, our triggers, our hidden fears. Do not curse the mirror, thank it. It is showing you exactly where your work lies. This is your personal, customized curriculum for growth. Pillar 3, financial energy, the flow of right livelihood. Money. It can feel so solid, so concrete. But the third pillar asks us to see it as a river, a flow of energy. Our spiritual practice is to relate to this river consciously, respecting its current. Conscious earning. Does the energy you expend to earn your money feel in alignment with your soul's values? If there's a dissonance, you don't necessarily have to quit your job today. But can you find one small way to inject more meaning, more kindness, more of you into it? Conscious spending. Every time you exchange this energy, you are casting a vote for the kind of world you wish to inhabit. Does this purchase support life, beauty, and sustainability? Or does it feed a system of mindless consumption? This is right livelihood in action, your economic life as an expression of your ethics. A ritual of gratitude. Before you pay a bill or make a purchase, pause for just a second. Acknowledge the life energy that flowed to you and the life energy that will flow from you. This simple pause transforms a transaction into a conscious exchange. Pillar 4, digital asceticism, curating your attention. In the attention economy, your focus is the most valuable currency. The fourth pillar is about becoming a noble guardian of your inner world. Asceticism here is not about deprivation, but about creating space for what truly matters by letting go of what doesn't. Intentional versus compulsive use. The device itself is neutral. The unconscious, endless scroll, the digital pacifier, is what fractures our presence and scatters our soul. Creating digital sanctuaries, designate places and times as holy, set apart from the digital buzz. The dinner table is a sanctuary for connection. The first hour of the morning is a sanctuary for your own intentions. Your bedroom is a sanctuary for rest and intimacy. The sacred scroll check-in. Before your thumb opens an app, place your hand on your heart. Ask, what am I seeking here? True connection, inspiration, or am I just avoiding a feeling? This moment of inquiry is a powerful act of self-respect. You are choosing your state of being over a conditioned habit. Let these stories be like lamps in the fog, showing us the way not with theory, but with lived example. These are the saints next door, and their cathedrals are all around us. Story 1, The Parent as Zen Master. I want you to picture Alara, a woman whose spiritual awakening came not on a cushion, but on the floor of a nursery at 2:37 in the morning. With a feverish child in her arms, she moved beyond exhaustion into a strange, vast clarity. She told me in that moment there was no me trying to get back to sleep. There was only the rocking chair's creak, the heat of her little body, and this immense, fierce love that had no object. It just was. For Alara, the night vigils became her deepest meditation, the endless repetition of lullabies, her chant. In the relentless demand of parenting, she found the profound freedom of self-forgetting. Story 2, The Entrepreneur and the Art of Karma Yoga. Then there is Ben, who runs a small, sustainable furniture company. For him, spreadsheets and sustainability reports are his mala beads. His practice is to see the interconnectedness in all of it, the forester, the carpenter, the client, the earth itself. He practices non-attachment by pouring his heart into his work while holding the outcomes lightly. His mindfulness is in the quality of a dovetail joint, in the fairness of a wage, in the breath he takes before a difficult conversation. His company is not separate from his spiritual path. It is the very clay from which he sculpts it. Story 3, The Social Worker and the Practice of Seeing. And I remember Lena, a hospice worker. Her spiritual discipline is one of the most advanced I've ever witnessed. To look into the eyes of the dying and see not a failing body, but an eternal soul completing its journey. Her practice is to sit with raw grief, her own and others, without trying to fix it, to hold a hand and transmit, without words, the message. You are not alone, and you are loved beyond measure. She sees the divine in its most vulnerable human form, and in doing so, she becomes a mirror of that very divinity. What is the golden thread that connects Alara, Ben, and Lena? It is not a life of ease. It is not a constant state of bliss. It is fierce, tender presence. It is the courage to show up completely for what is real. To meet the moment, whether it's a child's tear, a business dilemma, or the threshold of death with an open heart. Your expression of this presence will be uniquely yours. Your sainthood will be found in your own kitchen, your own cubicle, your own commute. It will be written in the story only you can live. Now let us weave all of this together. Let's take a slow, sacred walk through a single day. Your day. Settle in. Allow your eyes to close. Take 3 deep, cleansing breaths, and as you exhale, let go of any need to do anything but listen and imagine. The dawn, the first flicker of consciousness. The alarm is a gentle bell ringing in the new day. Before you even open your eyes, feel the miracle of your heartbeat, the gift of breath. Silently set an intention. Today, I will meet the world with curiosity and kindness. The morning rituals. The shower, let the water be a cascade of blessings, washing away the dreams of the night, anointing you for the day ahead. The breakfast, taste the sweetness of the fruit, the bitterness of the coffee. Each bite, a communion with the earth. The commute, you are not a prisoner in traffic. You are an observer in the great river of humanity. See the other drivers not as obstacles, but as fellow pilgrims, each with their own hopes and fears. Your car is your meditation cell on wheels. The workday, you enter your place of work. See your desk, your tools, not as inert objects, but as partners in creation. Each task, no matter how small, is an opportunity to practice excellence, to offer your unique gift. A difficult conversation is a chance to practice compassion and clarity. A success, a moment to practice gratitude without ego. The return home, you cross your threshold. This is a sacred crossing. Take a moment to breathe and consciously transition. Let the worries of the workday fall from your shoulders like a cloak. You are now entering the sanctuary of connection. The evening meal. The simple, profound act of nourishing oneself and one's family. See the food as love made visible. Listen to the stories of the day shared around the table. This is your Sangha, your spiritual community. The night, preparing for bed. The brushing of teeth, a ritual of cleansing. The softness of the pillows, an invitation to surrender. As you lie in the dark, review the day not with judgment, but with the kind eyes of a witness. Where did I offer love today? Where did I receive it? When was I truly present? Thank yourself for your efforts. Surrender into the arms of the night. The path of the householder yogi is a continuous, gentle returning, a returning to the breath, a returning to the body, a returning to the breathtaking truth that the divine did not hide from you in some remote heaven. It hid itself within your very life, in the texture of the laundry, the complexity of the code, the warmth of the embrace, knowing that this is the last place you would think to look. Your life in all its glorious, heartbreaking, mundane, and magnificent detail is not separate from the path. It is the path. You are already home. You were never anywhere else. Walk gently upon this sacred ground.